Hi guys, Steel Sky. I'm here. Figured out why mom's falling. Um, she is trying to walk on the outsides of her feet, specifically her left one, because she took a tumble last night. She was almost to the bedroom door, and the way she walked, instead of having a space between her feet, she puts them together and then on the outside, especially the left. So that takes all of her weight, drops it onto her left side, which makes her move, which makes her put more weight on her foot. And there she goes. Got her up this morning, take care of the normal pre-breakfast stuff. And, got her in there, got her changed, stand her up. I'm having trouble standing her up, and I'm hearing the dog. That's why I turned around. Because she doesn't want to stand up. And when she finally got up where her legs were straight, instead of standing like this, because that's a natural bend with the walker, she's like this. Get her turned around, get her started walking. She almost fell. Well, I've told you that she has that big clawfoot bathtub, cast iron enamel bathtub. I had gotten in behind her so that when she started moving, if there was a problem, I got her sat down on the edge of the tub, but also on her shower chair that is permanently in the tub. It only comes out when I take a shower. So it'll come out, I'll do my thing, I get out, it goes right back in. Because that way there's no chance, so that when I go to get her in it, it's there. She can sit, scoot, and yeah, we can do that. But got her up and going, get her in the living room. 3 times she almost fell. I literally am walking so close behind her, there's like that much room. I have my hands around her on the walker to make sure that she actually goes. Because, okay, y'all guys are going to go up for just a second. Hey, Randy. What? Okay, there it is. Because with her mobility issues and her age, okay, there you are, Arnie. Yay!
Hi, Crystal.
Yep. But yeah, figured out what's going on with mom on how come she's falling. So that's fun.
Yeah.
I had to call the fire department out last night.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a day, Randy, because I literally had to make her stand up. We get from the toilet, get turned, get 2 steps. I'm literally grabbing her hips and her stomach and standing her up because she's trying to sit in the middle. And I'm not letting her do that. But she is putting all of her weight on the outside of her feet, specifically her left one. And instead of having a space between her feet, she's walking with them like this.
Yeah.
So she's dropping all of her weight on her left, and down she goes. Oh. Yeah, luckily she's at the point right now where she's staying in bed when she gets in there. But how long that lasts, I don't know. I've got to get a hold of her doctor because they were supposed to, there's supposed to be some, Roadrunner, you are early. You normally come in at the end of my lives.
I'm
glad you're here. Um,
And I'm on phone data at the moment. My internet's been kind of wonky today.
yeah, mine has been in and out, and I've been in there in the front craft room. Haven't been back here. I need to, but yeah, I literally, when I go to clean this out, it's not going to take me long because I'm going to pull everything out, those shelves. Um, I've got oh, I've got a bar cart in the kitchen. Oh, okay. That's cool. But just so you know, because Mater's where he's at, I did take over his shift, so his Wednesday. Um, so that's how come I'm on at 6 today instead of on my normal Thursdays. But yeah, I've got a what's called a bar cart, so I can literally. I'm going to take these two shelves, go put them against the back door, pull the bar cart in here, and just take the stuff off the bed and put it on the cart and take it into the living room
Yeah.
because that'll be literally that'll be about 40 to 60
That'll be.
40 to 60 pounds of yarn that I can move at once. But as soon as I get done here, sorry, I have a notification I don't want to deal with. I'm going to take about an hour and go work on the bookcases in the living room. Because if anyone goes and looks up the Billy bookcases from IKEA, and you look up the ones with the cabinet doors on the bottom, that's basically what I've got. But they're not from IKEA. They're from Montgomery Ward from in like the 80s. Because that's where his father worked. So it's a nice, heavy particle board that, oh, Lord help me, I don't want to try that.
Yeah.
But yeah, get those done hopefully by. I need to get them done by about the 15th. And but it's I take one shelf. Okay, dog's moving. I want to make sure she's going for food, not going to the bathroom. Because if you look straight back here, Scout, do you need to go outside? Outside? Yep, you get to run it for a minute, Arnie. So you give me that look, and I'm not doing that today.
Yeah. 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 And I'm just on my phone at the moment because my internet's been wonky today. It's probably because of this weather. And so if I disappear, that'll be why. Hey, Susan. Yeah, Crystal should be back shortly. She went to let the dog out.
bet apparently she was out of food more than the bathroom.
Oh,
Well, I knew she ran out of food about 2 hours ago. Hey, Susie.
yeah.
But I give her one. It's a 12-ounce cup that I've borrowed permanently for their food. And it's about 10 ounces that I give her. And that lasts her 2 days. If the cats decide they don't want to eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah. So she got fed. Cats decided they wanted in the back room where the food is. Okay. Had to come back, get halfway out there, get in the kitchen, have to come back and get Scout. Go out there. I've got the door open the door.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she's right behind me. Nope. So I got to chase baby girl out. Then got to chase, sorry, I'm shouting and I shouldn't be. Wendy's sitting there. Finally get Scout out. And then I got to chase baby girl and Smudge out. Yeah. The words that want to come out of my mouth, but I thank God they don't. But yeah, when I go to move the bed, I'm gonna get that bar cart, and it's gonna. I'll literally load it up to where I can fit it through the door, because this door here, between that wood and you can barely see the metal right there. That is the narrowest door in the house.
Yeah.
So if I can fit the box, like I've got that one big box. If I can fit that box through there, then I can fit it through the rest of the house. But I'll use that, take it in the living room, and get stuff set up. But I'm working on the bookcases now. I've got one. I've got to go. The bottom half that's actually got doors on it. I need to go through that because I'm not keeping atlases from the 1960s. Hey, bees. I literally, my trash was Tuesday morning. I literally threw out a stack of atlases this thick.
Wow.
And you know, they're about that thick. And when you open them up, those things are almost 3 foot across.
Yeah.
And they are 3 foot high. And it's like, okay, I get that, you know, his dad did a lot of driving and stuff when they were first together, his parents first got together and stuff. So he needed them. And when they did vacations in the RV, they needed them.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I understand that. Not keeping it. I did find her wedding album, Mom's wedding album. Yeah, that got kept real quick.
Yeah.
And I came this close to taking you guys in the living room and doing some work while I'm in there. But I've had Clingy Cat, Pain in the Butt Cat. And today it was grocery day. So I had to be there for those deliveries. Then I had to go to Tractor Supply because normally I would give the cats food in the morning and food at night. They've been getting very high bowls of food once a day because I had to ration it because I was getting low.
Yeah.
But I'm good until, see, this is December, basically. I'm good probably about the second, probably until Valentine's. because I'll give them about 2 ounces in each bowl. I will have to get more specialty food for Wendy's stomach, because if she doesn't have her specialty food and she eats the other, we have verging on diarrhea. Nope, not doing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely not doing that one. And so she gets that, they get the other, and so I've got to get hers and I've got to get Scout's. Hey Lydia, but I've got a couple of weeks. I
Hi, Lydia.
actually have almost till the end of the month on theirs, but I'm going to go ahead and get it now. That way I don't have to worry about it. But one thing I am doing while I'm cleaning the bookcases out is I have these, they're actually dog food containers. I don't know. Right here. That's what I have my cotton in. But I have 2 of those in the front craft room. One of them, I'm lining it with plastic bags. Pardon. So that as I'm going through the bookcases, I can put it in there. I can get it as heavy as I need to, as I can get it completely full.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the point that I am struggling to lift it. Take it out on the porch, get the trash can, literally lay the trash can down to where I can just sling right in there, and keep doing that until I get it taken care of. Because that's my goal, is to get that done. I've cleaned out most of the living room so that I have room to maneuver now. I can get into where I need to be. Except for that one that's got the atlases, and I've got to move stuff around to get into that. And I'm going to have to sit on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah. That's going to be fun.
Not.
Insert all the sarcasm in the world and triple it, because, yeah. But,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Oh, it's my ISP. I gotta go.
All right. But I've got a... Y'all guys have ever dealt with the glider rockers? They had the footstools to go with them. I don't have the rocker. I've got a footstool. So I'm going to pull that out, clean it off, get and I'm running my yarn winder real quick because I've got a screw up I've got to take care of. And I'll use that when I go to get into the bottom of that bookcase, because that'll keep me from... Hopefully it'll help me be able to stand up. Yeah, see, me getting on the floor, I can get down there fine, no problem. It's the getting up that's the problem. Because I was in here one time and I went to sit actually in this chair, and it slid out from underneath me. I had to push it all the way into this corner, and Michael was like, Mater was like, oh my God, can I help? No, you can't help, because if you try and help, you're going to get in my way. Yeah, that was not fun, standing up. Yeah, and not being able to bend your knee worth anything. Now, I know you can use it, for standing up, sitting down, walking around, basic stuff, but getting down to the floor level and then using your knee as part of how you get up, that's not going to happen. It just takes me too long to get up, so no. I'm going to pull out that glider footstool, clean it up. I've got disinfectant wipes. I've got other stuff that I can use that will help me get it clean. Use that. And actually, I may go through that one tonight because I've got to move the TV where the TV is. And if I can pull that out, get in the bookcase, start pulling stuff out, and the stuff that I know he wants to keep, yeah, I ain't got a problem putting it in there because he's got Chilton repair books. So those will never go out of style. Never not be worth keeping. Atlases from the 80s, 60s to 80s, no. Those have got to go. Her wedding album, that stays. And, you know, a couple other things, and we'll just see what else is there that I'm keeping that I'm not. It's just going to depend on what's there. That's all there is to it. It's going to depend on what's there. But yeah. It's been one heck of a day because wrestling her this morning just to get her to sit down on the edge of the tub and not fall or sit on the floor where I could not pick her up. That took it out of me because she's only about 160 pounds, but 160 pounds of dead weight is more like 400 pounds. And so I had to sit her up on the tub so she could breathe and catch and be able to deal with standing up and walking. Had I not been behind her, she would not have even made it back to bed. She would have fell before she got to bed. Because she started falling when she was on her way. She'd gotten about halfway across her bedroom. Got behind her, stood her up. All right, Randy, you have fun, stay safe, and get some rest if you can. But I got her stood up. She's doing better, but she has no balance. She keeps trying to walk on the outside of her foot, which I've seen that in people that have what's called hypermobility. She's trying to walk on the outside of her foot and also a little bit on the toes. And though the hypermobility is what I see a lot of when it comes to the toe walking. And people that are, now this is something I have run across personally, nothing against anybody, don't take it the wrong way. I have seen people that are autistic that's one of the traits of their autism is they are toe walkers. So the heel of their foot, the ball of their foot is fine, but the toe of their shoe is gone. But because of how she is trying to walk, this is the outside of her foot. These are normal how you would walk. She's putting them close together and walking like this on her left. So that's putting all of her weight on the left. And she fell down last night. Yeah. Called the ambulance to pick her up because we had she pooped herself. And instead of standing her up, one on each arm, they did one behind her and one picking up her feet and laid her on the bed. So luckily I had put a towel down. So that was fun because I almost, in getting that cleaned up, I almost put her on the floor a couple of times because of how they put her on the bed. I'm sorry, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, so it was Monday. Got her put up. Yesterday, She didn't get up until 2 o'clock. When she falls at home, and whether it's I pick her up, and she has to help me to get her up. She has to help me to stand her up right now. Either that, or I have to call someone to pick her up. Then I do not force her to get up at all. I don't force her to get up the next day. I will go in and make sure that she's clean, and that everything is cleaned up, and she doesn't have to worry about sleeping in bodily fluids, to put it nicely. I'm not going to do that. So I go in a couple of times, in the morning about 9:10, and go in about 4 o'clock, and I get her the meal replacement protein shakes, and that's what she eats for the day. But that's only after a fall, only after I have to have help, or I get her up off the floor, and that's one day. Today she got up at 9 o'clock on her own, so that was good. The problem was getting her from the bathroom into the living room, and then she went to bed around 3:30, so that was a little odd, but understandable because she's still tired out from Monday. Got her stood up. She started walking. She got about 3 steps, and it's like, nope, straighten up, straighten up. But yeah, found out what's going on with her and why she's falling. So that's good. And I did made her an email, so I will know on that. I have talked to the doctor, and they are supposed to help me with in-home care because she has Parkinson's, and she automatically qualifies for what they call hospice care, which I grew up knowing hospice care was for end of life. So basically the last 6 months of the year, you had a nurse coming in doing personal care and, maybe hospital bed, stuff like that. Talked to the doctor. She said, no, hospice care is also for your situation to help with everything. And I was like, oh, okay. So if I can get somebody in, just for a couple of hours to, just sit with her. That's it. Just sit with her. That will let me, get some stuff cleaned up. Get where I don't have to, because of how she is, I need to stay by her because she'll get up and go on her own without any notice. She ate her lunch. And she sat there for a minute, 2, and she started trying to stand up and walk, and it's like, oh crap. But yeah, I'm going to talk to her doctor again on Monday and find out where they're at with that, because I know they've got to run it through insurance, see what the insurance says, all that fun stuff. But according to insurance, they want her left in the nursing home. And that's not something I want. And I know she does not want that. So this is where we're at. I just make sure she doesn't conk herself out, get very little sleep. But also, once I get her breakfast and she's in the living room, once she's done eating breakfast, which I have to make sure the cats don't eat. Now I have 2 cats that are after human food. My little Klingon cat, Wendy, that y'all guys have seen online, which I locked her out. And baby girl, my big fluffy one, she has started eating human food, but she'll back off now because I just got him a brand new bag of cat food. So, hello, Bill. All right, it is 6:30, so I'm going to stop talking about normal stuff. Wish everybody that is here a happy Thanksgiving, because obviously I will not be on tomorrow night. Y'all guys have fun. Stay safe. Enjoy your family or friends, whichever you are hanging out with. And just remember that you are loved, you are blessed, and there's a reason you're still here. You may not have found it yet, but keep going, because there's a reason. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be here, Bill. Mom fell again on Monday. I had to call and have someone come pick her up because she fell and she had pooped herself. And where she was at, I could not have picked her up. And she kicked her house shoes off, so me trying to get her to stand up would not have worked. And she kept trying to go underneath my chair. But they got her done. They got her up. I got her cleaned up, and she stayed in bed yesterday pretty much all day, because the day after a fall, whether I pick her up or I have someone come out and help, I do not force her to get up at all. I do give her the meal replacement shakes, and that is basically what she eats, but it's only after a fall, and I have discussed it with her doctor. Doctor just said make sure, pills, make sure she has something, that she has access to food and some kind of food, which is meal replacements, because I'm not going to leave food in there because I got the cats. Yeah, we ain't doing that one. Lydia, I hope you get better, and I hope your Thanksgiving is well tomorrow. I do have a turkey. Am I cooking it? Nope. It's like a 20-pound turkey. Ooh. But I'm in the process of trying to clean out my back fridge. So, and I got 2 deals of enchiladas back there. They're going to come out. Now, I'm going to make some sliders. So they gave me rolls, so I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cook them, cut them, make sliders. So basically just sandwiches. I did that. My last year working at Dollar General, I worked the full shift, which was like 10 out. It was like 8 to 4 or something like that. It was like a 10 or 12-hour day. It was a short day, because we opened late and closed early. And I just did that. Everybody, me and one other girl, and somebody else cooked dinner, and that was it. But at least you only have to work partially tomorrow, not all day. Yay! Yeah, with her dementia, I don't decorate. Because I don't want her to get up, even if she sees me decorating. Yeah, they found out you're cooking, Bill. They're coming. Kids are showing up. Yep. But what the deal is with me is decorating the house is, even if she sat there and watched me put up a Christmas tree beside the television. She sat there, watched me, put lights and Santa Clauses and candy canes and stuff like that. she could sit there and watch me do it. I could take it all down and then redo it the next day and do that for 2 or 3 weeks. She still wouldn't know. So, in 2021, when I was here for Thanksgiving, I was here. I'd already moved in by Thanksgiving. Mater's doing the turkey. He's over there cutting it. No big deal. She's sitting in the living room watching the Thanksgiving Day parade. And I tell her, Happy Thanksgiving. She goes, huh? Huh? I said, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. It is? I said, yes, ma'am. You're watching the Thanksgiving Day parade. And she goes from looking at me, looks at the TV. Oh, Happy Thanksgiving. Okay. Getting the food on her plate ready. I had looked at Mater. I said, we're not changing this house very much, decoration wise. He goes, why? I was like, she did not realize that it was Thanksgiving. We're not changing. We're not doing Christmas or Valentine's, summer, New Year's, any of that. He goes, and he gave me a look like, why not? I was like, she's already confused just sitting down where she's at, watching the Thanksgiving Day parade when I said Happy Thanksgiving. To decorate the house and change them in and out, would really mess her up. I'm not willing to do that. I am not willing to do that. So he thought about it and he goes, yeah, okay, I agree. But with everything going on with him, he's finally realizing that he actually has a court date now, which is end of December, because they sent paperwork in the mail. If it had not been from the county judicial, I wouldn't have opened it. But it outlined everything that had to go on with his bond if he got out. 9 different sections. Obviously, no pew-pews, no guns. Obviously, none of those where he can have access to them. Now, they can still be in the house, but he cannot have access. So that's kind of tricky. So I would rather, I'm going to get a power of attorney drawn up, which is going to be probably be January, and just get the paperwork drawn up, go down to get somebody to babysit mama. And I'm calling her mama here, even though she's not, for simplicity. According to all the paperwork that is out there, I am power of attorney, and they call me daughter-in-law. Okay, we're just gonna go with the flow here. We just going with the flow. But get someone to come babysit mama for a couple of hours, so I can go over there and deal with him, and basically have a video call from there. And because I can't, in the TV shows and stuff where you would sit down at a table and they'd have this thick glass and pick up the phone and talk. Yeah, they don't do that. They're in something similar, but it's a camera and I get to talk to him like I'm doing now. And that cost me per minute, and I only have 30 minutes per phone call, no matter what. He said if I go down there, it may not cost me, but I'm not going to chance it. I just go down there. I'll get the power of attorney paperwork drawn up, and I will go down there because they do have a notary on staff. So I would go in with my ID and everything and say, I need this person because I have a power of attorney for them, and Because when I go to pick it up, they will walk me through it. He's only 30 minutes away. He's only about 30 minutes away, but because of mom and figured it out today. She fell Monday, but most people walk like this. Okay, this is the outside of her left foot. She is walking like this and this, really close together. So she'll take a step with her right foot. When she goes to put down on the left, everything goes. So I need someone to be here, just sit with her while I go and deal with that. I would be gone probably about an hour, hour and a half. That's it. Maybe 2 hours. And I just need someone to come sit with her and chill. I am working on getting in-home health care, which would be it would be a hospice health care, but not an end-of-life hospice, because she has Parkinson's and she'll sit down and her hand is doing this on her walker. So that's Parkinson's. She does qualify for hospice, and she does want to stay home for as long as possible. And because she qualifies for healthcare, in-home healthcare, then once I get the ball rolling on that and get everything to the point that she is here, that I have somebody coming, I can actually arrange, okay, you come on this day, I'm going to go do this. I can have somebody come up here while I go to the attorney, get the paperwork. And then the next day when whoever is scheduled to come in comes in, I can go go to the jail and deal with that. And come February, I've got money here, but I need to get this done before he goes to a different jail. Because I don't know where he would be. In Oklahoma, if I went to jail in my hometown, okay, that's city and county jail was the same thing. But if I ended up having to go to the state jail for, say, 5 years, I would have been transported about 3 hours away from my hometown. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that the attorney will get some of this as some of what he's been in there as time served. So that will help reduce his sentence by a couple of months. Not a heck of a lot, but either way, once he gets out, he has to sit in city jail for almost 2 months. And my fun part is I have to mow, because it rained Monday. Yeah. I have to go mow that side street. So, but I still have to wait because it's cold. It is 56 degrees outside. Yeah. And it's supposed to rain for the next 2 days. Arr! So, and today's Wednesday, so Saturday it may clear up, which means I won't be able to do anything till Monday. Yeah, I know, but you're also used to, where when it's actually cold, it's below freezing. I got unused to that. Unused to 56 degrees is where I can walk around in just my socks. I don't need shoes. Burr. But yeah, I'm in the I'm getting stuff done. It's taking a while, but I'm getting it done. Like I said, I'm going to go work on one of the bookcases that's in there because I'm not hanging around with those atlases. No, I'm done. I'm not dealing with that. I got cats pissed off at me because I won't cuddle them. Although Wendy decided she's going to lay down on my leg and put her here's my knee. Here's her head. And I'm sitting there rocking it back and forth, and she's comfy. And then she goes to crawl up here. She puts her head here or here, and her shoulder bones are right in my neck. She is a cuddle kitten. She is a Klingon. I love her. Where I do. But, yeah. So. But yeah, he's not too far away. It's just because of Mom falling and just getting out of the nursing home a couple of weeks ago, and she fell on Monday, and I figured out because her balance is off with the Parkinson's and dementia. Yeah, I've got to have a babysitter for her, and that's to me that's bad that you have to have a babysitter for someone that's in their 80s, but it's something that happens, and I understand it. I'm not happy about it because I know it's limiting her and what she can and can't do and what she wants to do and doesn't want to do. And I don't like that for her because I know what a witch and a half it is to try moving when you can't. Because after I had my son, he ripped me, and they screwed up. They messed up when they fixed it. But everything was more intense with him, and the bleeding was worse and everything after having him than it was after having my daughter. So I just am like, okay, we're gonna do what we can. I'm going to deal with the bookcase. I have a giant stuffed lion up top that has to disappear because it's been on top since I moved in, so it's really dirty, dusty. And I've got to clean the top of the bookcase, which microfiber cloth around a broom. There I go. I got that. So, but anything else, guys? Because it's been a little over 45 minutes, and I run out of stuff to say. But I'm going to go ahead and bounce. I'm going to work on that bookcase for a little bit. The main thing is getting rid of the atlases. I saw some from the 80s in there. Okay, Mater was born in 1965. Oh no, Bill. Oh man. Yeah, see, I don't have all that. Your mother was good. She got up. She was able to go out of the country. Okay. It takes an army for me to get her out the front door for a doctor's appointment. Well, I'm glad she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. And just take it easy. But dang. Yeah, the Friday after Mom came home, and like I said earlier, I'm calling her Mom because legally I am her power of attorney, And everyone is calling me daughter-in-law anyway, so it just makes it easier to deal with. She came home on a Sunday. She had a doctor's appointment on that Friday to get everything cleared up so that we could start the home health process. Where we are at with that, I don't know. Okay. And my phone is going off. Mater replied. Because I sent him an email about how Mom was doing and what happened Monday and why she's falling. So, depending on what's in it, y'all guys may get to hear it. Aw, he he had the flu a while back. I think it was last week. So he's going to go see another nurse. He had PB&J for dinner tonight. He wants her to go to a foot doctor. I have to get a referral for that. And he wants to change up the closet in her room. That's not happening. I am not messing with that closet. I love him to death, but I'm not messing with that closet. Except to clean parts of it out and put my clothing in it. Because it is big enough for all of my clothing plus all of Mater's clothing. But it's going to have my clothing and Mama. He hasn't told me anything about what's going on with his hand. Now, when they did arrest him, they gave him 2 sets of cuffs. So they had one on the left, one on the right. And he was saying, that's my hand. That's my hand. I had surgery on it. That's my hand. And, you know, that was it. I don't know beyond that. I don't know. Because he hasn't mentioned anything about it. I'll get back to him and find out and let you guys know, but yeah. But he gets hot meals for breakfast and lunch, and then supper is whatever. I don't, like tonight with PB&J. So, hey, Cricket. But like I said, he had the flu last week, week before, and he said he's going to the nurse because he still has a sore throat. So he's going to deal with that. And yeah, I know I'm sitting here half swiveling. I shouldn't be, but I'm not crocheting right now. So, but yeah, he wants me to take her to a foot doctor. That's going to require me talking to her doctor and getting a referral. Because I can't just take her. I have to get a referral from her primary. Yeah, that's fun. Considering I need to get a hold of her primary about getting help in here. And because one of the things I'm going to ask for is that she gets a hospital bed. I don't care if it's one of the ones from the 80s with the wood footboard and stuff, just so long as it is higher than what she has now. I only need a couple inches higher. And that's so she can get in and out, or out easily. I just need like an inch, maybe 2, to get her out easy. And then, you know, that'll be fine, because once she gets once she gets that in, her feet are smooth. You know, when they say smooth as a baby's bottom, her feet are that smooth. Because she can put, she wears the adult briefs, so basically the adult pull-up diapers, and she'll get those on, stand up, get them all the way up. She'll get her pants most of the way on. So I have to help finish pulling the legs up, and I get her shoes. So I see her feet. Because I grab her shoes and put them on, her feet are smooth. I can feel them. So, but yeah, it's but that's one thing is she is still regaining mobility from being in the nursing home. Because if you are not completely ambulatory and coherent about moving around in a space, like, you know, if I had to go in because I got in a wreck and messed up where I was on a walker and I'm relearning how to walk correctly or better, then, you know, I'm up, I'm moving. I can get down to once I'm to the point that I can get up and move, but I'm not ready to go home, I can go down the dining hall and eat myself. Or they would have it in my room. First time I'd have it in my room. After that, maybe a wheelchair. And then when I can get up and go, I go. But she has slick feet. So, okay. Y'all guys have fun because it is been almost an hour. So y'all stay home. I've still got to call the nursing home anyway because I kept some of her pants. But y'all have fun. Stay safe. Go misbehave for me. And everybody have a blessed day and happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.